Welcome to Whitetails Inc. This week, Slayer is back.
Unexpectedly heading out to do a run and gun set, and it's only, October 8th. I didn't plan on coming out and hunting this particular spot, but I just checked my trail camera today, and the Slayer buck's been in this area a couple different times. That's my number one buck probably on my hit list outside of my property, and he's huge. He's 170 plus. He's got giant brows, and I have to try. It's early. The wind is perfect for me, and it's blowing like crazy. So for doing a run and gun set, it should enable me to get it trimmed out for a later date.
At Whitetails Inc., we do all the work and don't hunt with outfitters or guides on huge pieces of managed property. We're do-it-yourselfers just like you. We're not professional athletes, but sometimes we feel like professional tree trimmers. We have extremely high standards and only compete with ourselves.
I think I just passed about 1,000 inches.
We don't have any cool catchphrase.
Let's party.
Or feel the need to use face paint to fit in. We only use gear that works, and not because somebody's paying us to do so. The only thing that makes us special is our level of dedication. Well, except that Dallas Fort Worth wears a cape and is missing his trigger finger. Welcome to Whitetails Inc.
Oh my God, does that bring back some memories, man? Running and gunning by myself, doing a little self-filming here. And I'm going after a buck I call the Slayer buck. For that reason right there, he's got giant brow tines. One of them's got to be 12, 13 inches long. And I just checked this trail camera today. And I have several pictures of him hitting that scrape in the morning. I have no problem getting a little aggressive. I wanted to get this set up tonight and basically allow myself the ability to slip in here tomorrow morning and be ready. I think this spot's gonna end up being sweet. This is like a community scrape area. All these does came right to it. And every single one of them ended up underneath my tree. Tomorrow morning I'm gonna be in here early. And hopefully, just maybe, I'll get lucky and catch a big buck coming through here. This spot relies on, for a morning set, relies on getting in here without busting anything out. So I took great time in planning my route in. And I got to within 10 yards of the tree, and in this timber here adjacent, there were some deer. I don't know what they were. I heard several start running, and then one of them started snorting, and was snorting. So I let out a couple coyote yelps, which I don't know if it makes any difference or not, but it felt like I had nothing else to lose. So I don't know if it was one of the bucks I'm after, a doe or what, but.
The one issue we still can't figure out. Well, until I get a zipline course set for accessing tree stands in the future. I'm working on it.
Right now, I'm setting trail cameras over scrapes and or trail crossings where I know particular animals to use. The spot I'm in right now is for Barry Sanders or the Slayer buck, but I don't want to waste too much time. But basically, I'm going to set up a stick and pick here right behind me. It'll cover two different trails, and I have mowed these off, which kind of works out in my benefit, planning ahead in advance for this moment. So right behind me you can see this covert camera on the stick and pick. These things are absolutely money. You can stick them in any ground, put them anywhere you need, and that's the number one thing for trail cameras.
My name's Dan Johnson. How are you guys? On a rare occasion, President Todd films me, and so I might as well go to a good spot. The last time I hunted in this draw, it was last year, rut. We had 3 shooters in the field. So tonight, we might as well come back. Good property. We got Edward Scissorhands, kind of we're after tonight. He put on 2 extra tines, and he's a stud. We're running out of filming light pretty fast here, and it's gonna be a no-show for Mr. Buck and Mr. Doe tonight. I cannot believe that my best spot produces no deer. I can go into a random place in the woods and kill a doe, and no bucks, no does.
Barry Sanders continues to be my number 1 hit list buck, and I have a pretty good idea where he's bedding at least part of the time. But I've got a spot I literally set this summer, 2 months ago, whatever, literally over top of this bedding area. It's about a 50-yard area that's just thicker than crap. And the way this draw comes off the top field where I have a bail blind is it basically pulls all the air from the top field down this draw. And I'll tell you what, if I was Barry Sanders, that's exactly where I would be bedded, because you're just going to catch everything coming from off the top side with any south wind. So maybe I'll get lucky and kill Barry tomorrow. I'm not planning on it. I would love to say that, but I've had so many freaking opportunities at this deer, or I've tried so many times to kill this deer, that as any seasoned bow hunter knows, I think after a while you just kind of learn to expect failure, but embrace it, and know that it's one step closer to the death of one Barry Sanders. Hopefully tomorrow morning will be that day for me. I've waited my whole freaking life to kill this deer. I'm hoping today's the day I kill Barry Sanders. I'm going in early so I can be in there an hour and a half or so before light, set up, and be quiet, because I know he's going to be in there early if he is even there. But I gotta find out whether he is or not, so it's my only option.
Took me forever to get into the stand this morning. Took my time walking down this creek for a long way. Just being careful not to make any noise. Didn't bump any deer. Climbed the 10-foot bank right up to the base of the tree. Go figure, there's a deer right down here. Snorted, came back, snorted some more. So I honestly don't know if it was a buck or doe. If I had to guess, I would say it was an old doe, because she was all about being a prick. Usually, I've never really had bucks do that too much, so usually they get that kind of dodge. Yeah, I know what you're saying. I'm getting sick of looking at this guy's ugly mug. When are you going to show me a freaking deer? Guys, I'm trying, man, I'm trying. It's still pretty early, but I am still getting out here and trying to make an attempt to kill this freaking deer, Barry Sanders, this stupid German fellow. I keep saying I'm not going to come out here and put any pressure on, but man, this weather is just phenomenal. It's been raining all day. Cold front moved in. It's been dropping steadily all day long. This afternoon it's supposed to be in the 40s, late by dark, and the rain's going to be on and off all night. The last night we had conditions like this was on October 5th with the same exact wind, southwest wind, which is not ideal for this spot. My wind is basically blowing right along the edge of this kind of food plot here. And I have a trail camera, one of my coverts literally hanging on this blind in the front of it. And I got a picture of Barry frickin' Sanders walking past mine at 30 yards right at last light. And it was plenty of light. So I said the next frickin' day, we have a southwest wind with foul weather. I was going to sit in this spot, so here I am.
they have no idea what we are. This is their first year of life, and they don't know that we're after their dad and their mom. So, they're just two fawns are playing. They watched us set this Todd set the tree stand up, and I literally didn't have to do much work, and I'm the hunter today, which is funny. And we jumped probably about 7 deer out of this. You know, I jumped one earlier today, and then about 5 does, and these 2 fawns, and they just come back to where their mom was at, and so that means that the mom's probably going to come back looking for them. Hopefully a buck cruises through here tonight, scent checks this area, but
Scrapes over here too.
I mean, we got scrapes, we got rubs, we can see up to portions of the creek to where they're crossing. I mean, we got everything. We're in the perfect spot. I didn't know how good it was until I got up into the tree.
We might not kill the biggest bucks, but I can guarantee you we have the best slaying ever.
I'd shoot that buck if he came close enough.
No, you wouldn't.
I know. I probably should.
We just need his buddy to come back.
So we're pretty much covered up in deer right now. We got a little buck over here with a sneezing problem. I think he has allergies. But he was with the buck that I jumped this morning. So hopefully the big boy's not too far away from here. I mean, we're in the perfect spot. We tiptoed in here this morning, and I don't tiptoe. So, we're in the bedding area. We've already seen 3 dink bucks. We didn't blow anything out coming in. We didn't get snorted at or anything. Well, for the most part, the morning hunt was a bust. We saw 3 dinks, and but the good thing is that we're set up. We know where the deer are bedding, and come rut, that's where we're going to be, because where the does are, the bucks will be. And yeah, beautiful morning, enjoying nature.
We got in here without doing any damage, I think. The wind's pretty much blowing right out this bottom, which is why we're hunting here tonight on a northwest wind. I figured everything would blow out this creek bottom, so we got our ozonics up in the tree. Catching these deer coming from different bedding areas, these bucks should swing around this ridge right here. Big ridge that goes up in front of us. It's got to be 100 feet tall. And it's always shredded, and sure enough, when we're walking in, we see some telephone pole-sized rubs up on top. So I know they're working it. I've never hunted it this early this year. There's dudes hunting all over these properties. So I'm not waiting anymore. I'm going to get aggressive and then kind of change it up a little bit this year. Absolutely textbook. He walked right down this trail 25 yards right in front of us, so that's exactly what I was hoping would happen. I just hope it's a big deer next time. Right there would work. Right there. Yep. Would you allow me to shoot one there?
You'd be tagged out today, Todd.
Yep. Dude, that's a big spike.
I know his body's pretty big.
Like it looks like a 2-year-old body.
Just like any good marriage, communication between hunter and cameraman is key. I think most people would be amazed at how much we talk back and forth during encounters. It is also part of the reason we don't edit this audio from our videos. It is the reality of filming hunts. If you don't know what your cameraman is doing, then you better find out. Thanks for watching Whitetails Inc. Next week, you'll just have to wait and see what happens. In case you didn't know, we are currently pre-selling the brand new Wicked Tree Gear Wicked Tough Pole Saw. If this is something for your wish list before hunting season, the pre-order special will give you the best deal you'll find on our saws this year. Check them out now at wickedtreegear.com. Hi, my name is Todd Pringness, and I'm with Wicked Tree Gear, and I'm excited to show you our brand new product for 2013, the Wicked Tough Pole Saw. We have two different sizes available, a 12-foot version, which folds down to this size, and this is the 6-foot version here I'm holding. Basically, it's the same principle as our Wicked Tough hand saw, built for serious use and will hold up to an incredible amount of abuse. What makes this really unique is the folding design. It's a patent pending design. It allows the entire head to fold down over the tube assembly, which greatly reduces your pack size. To use the saw, you simply fold this up, push this into position, a little hook and a knob, tighten it down, use a blade lock mechanism right here. That opens the blade up, and there you are. Very, very simple design. Tube assemblies made in the USA, which is something we're very proud of, and then this will extend out to 6 feet. The 6-foot version weighs in at only 2.8 pounds, and our 12-foot version weighs in at 3.8 pounds.